Okay, I'm going live right about now. It is approximately 8:53 p.m. Pacific time, and I was hoping to go on after Swami Suave, but seeing as it's almost midnight in Montreal, I don't think he's coming on tonight, even though he said he was planning on doing so. I have been drinking whiskey all afternoon and evening. So I started at about 1 in the afternoon. Now it's almost 9 in the evening. I've had about 9 or 10 grams. Right now I got a edition 3 from Macallan. But what I come on here for, wait a minute, let me see if I can get any chat thing going on here. If anybody's watching, I don't know, we'll see. Group chat. Okay. Let's see if I can figure out the group chat thing. That's not it. Okay, that's not it. And the group chat thing here. Is this it? Oh, that's live, something or other. I will find the group chat eventually. Just give me a moment, because I have come on this by, oh, I know. I have to come on a new tab and well, YouTube, whatever. YouTube is here. Click on that. Give me a moment. I'll get there. Okay. YouTube there. And we go on here and find the Creator Studio. And we go to the live streaming. And the live streaming should get us in the vicinity of events. Yes. And the live now. And we should click on this now, I think. Yeah. Let's see if this gets us. And the live now. Okay, it seems to be working. I have turned the sound off on that one, and now it's playing. Okay, we got Loch Ness saying, "Hey, Quig, yes, I'm still up." And Donna Past Whiskey is saying, "Good evening." And Donna Past Whiskey, I have trouble saying your name. Congratulations, you blew by 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, that was just a weird scene that happened. Someone had glommed onto one of my videos from 3 years ago when my ex was breaking up with me, and it was, I guess, a poignant moment in the history of my life. And so he shared it on Reddit, and all these people started glomming onto it, and suddenly I got, I don't know how many, like 150 video. What do you call those things? 150 subscribers in like 24 hours. It was just insane. It was just crazy. We got 4 people watching now, and this is wonderful and good, because I'm gonna go and try my whiskeys that I have from. This is edition number 3, Macallan, by the way. But I'm going to be trying my the other 4 Infiniti bottles that I have set up. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do tonight. Like I said, I was going to come on after Swami, but Swami, I suppose, is cuddling with his wife or something, so he didn't come on live tonight. And I didn't see him anyway. If he came on, it's possible that my thing is behind the times, which is no surprise. There were a lot of videos put up in the last 24 hours or so, as it is my weekend. And so I've been just trying to catch up on them. Well, let's see now. We've got 5 people watching. Okay, this is happening. I got some water here on the side just in case. Make sure that I stay hydrated, because this is one of those videos where, or live streams where I have been drinking all afternoon and evening. So if I don't make any sense at any point, you'll know why. What I'm going to pour now is my Speyside Infiniti. It is in a Weiser's Union 52 bottle. And all of the Speysides that I've had in a good long time have gone into this one. Oh, there we go. I'm going to pour that right now. It's got Macallan's. It's got some, Glenfiddich. It's got some Glenfarclas in there, I'm pretty sure, and a few other things. There's Loch Ness saying, "Hey, Quig, this will be just like your live shows. Infiniti bottles and Infiniti shows, they never seem to end." I don't think I'll be able to last that long this time, but you know, congratulations on the 1,000 subscribers, says Donner Pass. Did I answer that one already? I think I did. It just sort of happened. I was not expecting it. I thought that by now I'd be maybe at 998, but it's just amazing what something out of the blue that you don't expect, like Reddit. I've never gone on Reddit. I don't even know what Reddit does. And there's Hillbilly Wine saying, "Hello, Quig and friends." Oh, hello, Hillbilly Wine. It's good to have you with us. I've been watching your videos today and or this afternoon while sipping on different liquids and enjoying them most immensely. Yeah, it's good stuff. Very good stuff. I have here some Macallan 3 Edition 3. When I went by the store last night, they had all of their Classic Cut and all of their Edition 2 had been sold out. These guys came in and bought 16 bottles of Classic Cut, and all of the Edition 2 that was left. I think they had 10 bottles or something like that. These guys. I have not seen Edition 4 in the store yet. It should come soon, but I know there have been people doing some videos about it and doing some reviews about it, but Edition 4 has not made it to Victoria yet. There's Jay Fretless saying, "Hey, everybody." Hey, Jay Fretless. And Barry Dunham is here. And yeah, we got things happening with 7 people watching this late at night. I know that for a lot of you, it's midnight and a couple minutes. And I thought that Swami Swav was going to come on tonight and do a thing that he's finally home after flying from his trip. And his last videos that I saw were from Manhattan Beach down near LA in California. That was quite something. Classic Cut is a great value. Really loved my bottle. I still have one. It's not open yet. I'm going to open it eventually, and I'm going to do a video about it, like I do always. And Donner Pass says, "Gorgeous Edition 2 last week. Really liked it." Oh, yeah. And Hey at Hillbilly Wine says, Jay Fretless. Really great. We've got 8 people watching now. This is happening. So I'm still finishing my Edition 3 that I poured a little while ago. And I have my Speyside, This is my Speyside blend of every Speyside I've had in the last year or so. Maybe not quite a year or so, but there's that much in there, if you can see that. It's my Speyside Infiniti blend. I will be putting more things in there soon because I do have a couple of bottles that haven't opened yet. And as soon as I open them, I'll take a dram and try it. And as soon as I've tried that dram, I will pour another dram right in there, in that bottle. And Donner Pass says, oops, got stupid auto edit. That sounds like me. Okay. Well, this smells kind of fruity. I'm getting medium fruits like plums and just generally fruity. Plums and cherries. And Speyside, half of it, at least half of it is aged in sherry casks. So you can get that maraschino cherry and that figs and prunes kind of thing. It's not unpleasant at all. Where are we at here? We got 7 people watching now. Loch Ness says, hey Quig, how much of each dram do you add to your Infiniti bottle? Oh, about 50 mils. About that much. But the thing is, every time I take some out, the ones that have been there in there longest, they get a lower and lower amount. And so what happens is that when I have an Infiniti bottle going, the things that I poured in the latest have the greatest influence on what was in there, if that makes any sense. Yeah. So I always pour a dram in. I pour a dram in, but usually I often take a dram out before I put a dram in. So I take a dram of everything that has been in there before, and I put a dram of the new stuff in. So it adds, it changes. It's always evolving. It's always changing. It's always a new experience. So every time I taste from an Infiniti bottle, it's a new thing. This is the edition 3. It has some lovely caramel notes to it. And it's a little bit spicy, like white pepper on the sides of the tongue. I've been getting that lately, the last week or so. White pepper on the sides of the tongue. Donner Pass says, Speyside Infiniti sounds fun. Have Balvenie 12 double wood here. That is a fine dram there, Donner Pass. Balvenie, I haven't had a Balvenie in a while, but I remember that the 12 double wood was fantastic, and the 14 Caribbean cask was wonderful also. And I even enjoyed the one that was exclusively, I don't know, was it a 12 or 14-year-old that it was exclusively aged in bourbon barrels? That was wonderful as well. I really loved that. 50 mils, about an airplane bottle. Yes, exactly, an airplane bottle. That's right. That's right. Hey, there he is. There's Swami. I thought you were going to go live tonight there, Swami, but I didn't see you. So I thought I'd come on and do this kind of thing after drinking whiskey all afternoon and all evening. So Whiskey Throttle says, hello, sir. Hey there, Dan. Slancheva. And, oh, this is great. Hey, everyone. I'm back in Montreal. That's fantastic. Fantastic. That's good. Welcome home, my friend. And Donner Pass is saying, hi, Swami. Glad you made it home. And Slancha says, Whiskey Throttle. And Swami says, I spent the night with the wife. I thought you would. I thought you'd be cuddling and snuggling and doing all those kind of X-rated things with her. I don't blame you, my friend. I don't blame you at all. Shink Nation says, I can't appreciate a good scotch or whiskey. I fix TJ? What? I do not understand, but that's okay. I can fix this. Okay. Very good. Whiskey Throttle says at Malted in Montreal, welcome back, Swami. And Loch Ness is saying, Malted in Montreal and Swami, cheers, guys. Okay. Glad to be back with my bar. I don't blame you. If I was away for 3 weeks, was it 3 weeks, 21 days, I would miss my bar that I have on the side here very much. And Whiskey Throttle is begging for forgiveness. You're forgiven for whatever you've done. I don't even remember what it was. How can I fix this? What's crack-a-lackin'? Oh, Spirit Safe. Good to have you back with us there, Rob. And Whiskey Throttle saying, hey, dude, I guess. And I don't see what that. Welcome back, Swami, says Spirit Safe. And Swami saying, cheers, Quig. Throttle, Donner, Rob, and Loch Ness. Malted in Montreal says 22 days total. That's a bit of a stretch. 22 days. Yeah. That's quite a ride. 22 days and flying back and hope your bike makes it back in a good condition. Because if it was me, I would ride my bike to California and ride the fucker back home too. Never mind this plane stuff. Looks like you had a great time, says Spirit Safe. And Shink Nation says, I can't seem to appreciate a good whiskey or scotch. How can I fix this? What kind of whiskey have you had so far? That's the question. Because, you develop your taste as you go along. And Swami says it was great, but a bit long. Yeah, I know. I understand it was a bit long. 3 weeks, that's a bit of time. I don't typically take vacations longer than a week. But next year I'll be going to Scotland for 2 weeks. So that'll be a bit of a stretch, and hopefully I can save up enough money so that I can cover my bills while I'm gone and pay for everything while I'm there. Oh man, that's what happens when you drink whiskey all afternoon. It just kind of progresses on you. Typo after typo. Oh, that's okay. Take your time. Don't worry about it. I'm not going anywhere. Throttle. Dan says, okay, what is the story behind the part to Infiniti bottles? Okay. I did a part 1 last week where I had 4 Infiniti bottles that I tried. One was a Canadian, one was an Irish, one was an Isla, and the other one was a sort of Canadian and Scot and Isla blend sort of thing. And now here I've got a Speyside blend right here. It's a blend of all of Speysides I've had in the last little while. The next one is going to be, this one's going for about a year or more. It's got 40 Creek Copper Pot, Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye. It's got Seagram VO. It's got Trust Whiskey from Granville Island. It's got Lefroy Galore, and it's got Lefroy 18, and it's got Big Pete. That's going to be the next one. The one after that is a Highland. It's got all the Highland whiskeys I've had in the last year and a half. And this one here is my bourbon and rye and appropriate Jack Daniel's single barrel bottle that has had all the bourbon and rye that I've had in the last year and a half or so. So there we go. Oh, we've got comments coming in here. Swami watched Your Great Adventure. Yeah, I watched it too. It was fantastic. It was an epic journey. All those stops in the desert and then on the beach towards the end, and the stops on the way, and all the bars and hotels and places that you went to. It makes me think back on the times when I used to do road trips. Although I didn't do it on a bike, I did it in a minivan. Or I did road trips in my 1964 Cadillac, which I don't have anymore, but so it goes. Loch Ness says, malted in Montreal, that's quite the tour. I will take you several days to recoup. Yeah. And Shink Nation says Redbreast. Yes, Redbreast. Absolutely. Redbreast is a fine whiskey. Any version of it you can get. I've had the 12, and I've had the 12 Cask Strength. I have not had the Lustau, and I have not had the 15. So I will try those eventually. And Fretless says to Shink, Nation drink more. Swami says, thanks, Hillbilly. And Cask says, okay. Donner Pass is saying, that's very cool. You could put your bike on a truck. Yeah, I'd say that. That's what she said. She said that? You sure there, Dan? Quig, I hope Scotland is prepared. Ooh, yeah, I hope Scotland is prepared to handle the Quig too. The bike will be back on Thursday. Okay. Spirit Safe says that whiskey carton wall is at an insane level. Oh, it's going to get more crazy. It's going to go all the way to the wall. It's going to go all the way. It's getting there. Looking forward to some great videos from Scotland. Oh, man. I don't know. I'm going to use my phone, and I'm going to maybe put an extra SD card in my phone so that I can have a larger, so that I can have more in there. And then I'm going to download them to a Dropbox. And then when I get home, I'm going to pick them off the Dropbox and then make videos out of them, something like that. I don't expect to do anything of the kind of quality that Eric Waite has done. He has done a wonderful series of his visit to Scotland. I don't know if I'll come anywhere close, but I will attempt to do so using my phone and using a Dropbox and using what Wi-Fi connections that I can get on the way. I will be planning to meet up with Jason Whiskey Wise and also Roy from Aquavite during my trip. I don't know who else is going to join me, but it's going to be quite a trip and quite an education for me. And you know, it's like a trip of a lifetime going to Scotland after you've. It's going to be equivalent to the trip I did to the Yukon 21 years ago. Yeah, videos from Scotland. Well, that'll happen, March, April. That's when I'm going. And Spirit Safe says, all the women in Scotland will want to marry you for a visa to Canada. be like going to the Philippines, only colder. Wow, that'll be nice. You know, from what I've seen of the women of Scotland, I won't turn them away. Not at all. That's a good one. Spirit says Lustau Redbreast is now at BC liquor stores. I gather. I haven't seen it yet, but I may see it soon. When I see it, I'll probably buy a bottle. You know, just knowing how the way I am. And Swami says, "Have fun in Scotland, Quig." Well, it's still a few months. It's several months off. It's about 6, 7 months off. I'm going to go to a music festival in October, which I'm looking forward to a little more in Washington State. But Scotland, yeah, I got my tickets. It's going to be interesting. I haven't got everything planned yet, but I've got the tour of Isla in the middle of the thing, and I got the flight to London, and I got the flight back from London. So I'm gonna like take a train up to like Edinburgh, where I'm gonna get to the tour that goes to Isla, and then after getting back to Edinburgh, I hope to go to Glasgow and meet up with Roy, because that would be wonderful. And Donner Pass is saying, been building a 4-ounce library for the last 6 months. Ooh, that's interesting. I guess when I finally start drinking, it will make some mini Infiniti drinks. Yeah, a 4-ounce library. So you've got like a bunch of 4-ounce little bottles going on. That is cool. I'm not like that. I'll put a bunch of bottles into one. I'll mix stuff into one bottle and get something like this. I guess I'm not as meticulous as some people. Okay. Some port barrels are like a giant Infiniti bottle. Some go back over several hundred years. Port barrels. Yeah. I like port finishes on my whiskey, definitely. And Swami is saying, all right, fellas, off to bed. Cheers, Quig. Cheers, Swami. You've had a good trip, and you deserve a good rest, and have a good night. And Spirit Safe says, Whiskey Wednesday, Phil, would be good to meet. Yeah, I don't know if I will, but I'll meet whoever I meet, you know. Hillbilly Wine says, night to Swami, and cheers to Swami, says Loch Ness. Spirit Safe says, you'll be beating them off with a stick, Quiggy. Oh, they don't want no old bastard like me. No old poor Canadian bastard like me. That would be something, wouldn't it? Beating them off with a bottle of scotch. Yeah, I can see that now. I can just see it. Spirit Safe says, shame the Canadian dollar is weak as shite, but there are cheap options off the tourist trail. Well, you know what? I don't really care about the exchange rate, whatever. If I need a little more money, I'll work a little more. It's all good. Spirit says, if you want a cheap trip to Edinburgh, get the megabus. The megabus. I don't know what that is. I just know that I'm going to end up in London, and I'm going to take a train to Edinburgh, and then from there I'm going to take my tour to Isla and back to Edinburgh, take another train to Glasgow and a train back from Glasgow down to London, and it's going to be just under 2 weeks the whole trip. It's going to be quick, and I'm just going to go in there and I'm going to boom, just do it quickly because that's all I can afford. It's all right. I think I'll have a grand old time. Spirit Safe once again says it is a few pounds, very cheap. Trains can be deadly expensive in the UK. So I hear. So you're talking about bus, mega bus. Okay, I might look into that. We'll see. We'll see. And Sparky says, cheers, Quig. Oh, cheers, Sparky. It's good to have you with us. And Throttle's saying to Food Quig, I was just at whiskey tasting for 2 brewers. Oh, yeah, I got a bottle of their stuff. They got their peated. I got their peated stuff. It's coming up. It was awesome. Ever try it? I will. I will eventually try everything, but it takes time. Hillbilly Wine says, night, everyone. Tired, did a wine tasting at a winery today, Hoover's in Starlight, Indiana. Well, if you're, it's like 12:30 where you are there, so I don't blame you. It's all right. Go to bed, Slancheva. Oh, okay. I haven't even tried my space side yet. I'm slow today. I am very slow. How long have I been on? We've got 9 people watching. Does it have a timer on here? 32 minutes. Okay, half an hour we've been on. It's all right. There goes my edition 3. And now I'm going to try my space side. Let me fill my glass of water here. It's imperative that I must remain hydrated as the night goes on. Because if I do not remain hydrated, I will have cramps in my legs when I wake up. And I hate that. I dislike it with a passion. Okay. Megabits London. Eden can be as little as 10 pounds each way. Well, that's good. That's a good deal, Rob. I will look into that definitely. Megabits. Okay. Rabbit in Red says, and hello, Mr. Foodquig. You're doing live Saturdays now? Yeah, well, my schedule has changed. I used to work Monday to Friday. Now I work Sunday to Thursday. So I have the Fridays to sleep in and then get my groceries and shit. And then the Saturdays, I sort of drink all day like I'm doing right now. I drank all day. So if I appear to be drunk, it's because I am. Saturdays, I'm doing live Saturdays now because if I was to do live Sundays, it would be during my shift at work because I start at 6 p.m. on Sunday and go to work. So tomorrow night at 6 p.m. I will be starting my shift at work. So I've got enough time to sober up after tonight's little debacle. Loch Ness is saying, good night, Quig and whiskey friends. It's 12:30 here, and I have an early morning coming. Well, that's all right. Slancheva, Loch Ness, and Have a good night. Spirit Safe says, but it is not as luxurious as the train. Ah, there you go. You're on a coach, you're on a bus. It's not going to be as luxurious as a train. I concur. A train would be nice. But, even though the train is expensive, it's like one time in your life. Did I say I was drinking whiskey all afternoon? You know, for the one time in your life that you're going to take a train from London to Glasgow, no, London to Edinburgh, and a train from Edinburgh to Glasgow, and a train from Glasgow to London. In the grand scheme of a lifetime, what does the cost matter? Not much, I don't think. Luxurious would be nice because the places I'm going to stay, like bed and breakfast and cheap motels and stuff, is not the luxurious thing. Free Wi-Fi. Free Wi-Fi is always good. Can always make use of that so I can keep up on what people have been doing on YouTube. Rabbit in Red says, does work suck when you're so hungover? I'm never hungover. Never, ever hungover. I drink enough water to keep me hydrated to the point where I never have headaches and I never wake up hungover. All you have to do is drink a lot of water. You will never get hungover if you drink quality whiskey. Yep. Rabbit in Red is sipping a Machir Bay this fine evening. Spirit Safe is saying, good night, Quiggy. Good night, Spirit Safe. Slancho. I got my space side going here. Yeah, I do the train. It is a nice journey when you get north of Leeds, Yorkshire Moors, Altwick, Scotland, lovely and green. Rabbit in Red says, hey, Dr. Quiggles, you gonna do something special for hitting 1,000 subscribers? Too late. I hit that like earlier this week. And Sparky's asking if anyone's drinking bourbon. I will. I have a bourbon and rye Infiniti bottle right here. But it will take a little while before I get to those. Where are we at now? I don't know if I'm going to do anything special about 1,000 subscribers. Maybe when I get to 1 million views, I'll do something. Like those kids on, what's their channel now? Bourbon something or other. It's Bourbon Night. Those kids went and did, they interviewed each other. I just watched that tonight. They interviewed each other after reaching 1 million views. But I reached 1 million views years and years ago on another channel. So it's not really that big a milestone for me, but for them, it's a big deal. Do the train. Okay. And congrats. Yeah, thanks, Rabbit. Barry's saying a dram of Highland Park 12 for me tonight. That's a good one. I like Highland Park 12. I should get some more. Spirit Safe says, I'm going to pour a scotch in a few minutes. I'm currently on a craft brew. Oh, well, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with craft brew at all. Rabbit in Red says, has Hanson been on here lately harassing you and Ben? No, I think we blocked him effectively using Ben about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, Ben sent me the way to block Tim forever, and it looks like he's not coming back. Not a problem. And Rabbit in Red says, Delish at Barry. Okay. Highland Park 12. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Spirit Safe says, studying for the first transfer exam. Transfer exam? Okay, I don't quite understand what you're talking about there, Rob, but transfer exam. Oh, this space side is nice. It's rich and fruity and smooth, and it has, oh, lovely flavor. Just wonderful stuff. Ah. Sparky Mule says OGD 114 now, but Stag Jr. on deck. Granddad 114. So that would be translated to 62% alcohol by volume? No, 57% alcohol by volume. OGD is good stuff. Spirit Safe is transferring to the bar in BC. Okay. I'll take your word on that one. What I got to do now is make a wee pit. I'm not saying this properly. I need to make a wee pit stop. Oh, the bar, the law practice. Oh my goodness. Have you studied law there, Spirit Safe? That is quite a commendable thing. Big achievement. Barry Dunham says, laughing out loud, wow, that's, well, if you're going into law, that's something else. I could use a good lawyer sometimes. I tell you I could. I'm going to be right back as soon as I piss out some of this liquid. Ah, man. I'll be right back. Promise. Oh, damn it. You know that liquid goes right through you? It just pours down the gullet and pisses out the other end. Okay. Was a solicitor in England and I need to do a whole bunch of exams to get called to the bar in BC. Okay, so I imagine that's a bunch of red tape and bullshit, huh? Oh my goodness. Richie Zeds or Richie Z, Z or Z, depending what country you're in. Greetings, Andy, Foodquig, and Whiskey friends. Oh, well, greetings, Richie. It's good to have you with us. And he's asking Whiskey Throttle, what's up, Daniel? And Rabbit in Red says, gonna drop off some quiglets at the pool. WTF is a quiglet. Oh my goodness. I like your bourbon style at Sparky Mule, says Rabbit. Zed said, okay, Z, Z, whatever, Zed. The last letter of the alphabet. How's that? We can all agree on that part anyway. Okay. Solicitor in England. Cheers, Rabbit, says Sparky. Okay, we got 7 people watching, which is not too bad considering that it's, pretty late. Late on the East Coast. Yes, sir. Oh, I must have got something there right. I must have got something right there, Richie. Good. I'll drink to that. This is my space side. There's a lot of ex-bourbon. There's some honey. There's some toffee. There's some fruitiness. There's some maraschino cherry. This is lovely. My Speyside Infiniti is a good summer dram. Here we go. We got some more comments here. Let's see. What's your opinion on Crown Royal Bourbon Mash? I haven't had it yet. I've got a bottle. I haven't tried it yet. Things are slow here because I got so many bottles that are still sealed. And I can do maybe 2 or 3 in a week. But I have not tried that one yet. But when I try it, I will put the video up. And it will be there for everyone to see what I think of the Crown Royal Bourbon Mash. And in the States, they're calling it now the Blender's Mash. Yeah, I'll get on that eventually. But I'm slow. I'm slow to... They put videos, they put whiskeys out faster than I can possibly try them. Comfortably, that is. And Rabbit in Red is sticking with Pete tonight. Had a Macher Bay, now pouring a Bunnahaven Cruach Mona. I have never had a Cruach Mona. Is that a special bottling, a special release? Never seen that anywhere. The Bunnahavens that I have had was the 12 years old. And the other Bunnahaven was the, I had a sample of Moine Oloroso sent to me by Roy from Aquavite. And I also had a, what's the name of that other, I'm trying to remember the name of this other Bunnahaven. It was the Seobanach. I think it's pronounced Ceobanach or Chobanach or something like that. It's Ceobanach. Something Banach. Let's see now. And Spirit Safe would also be keen to know that, Richie. And we're talking about the bourbon mash. Oh, I will get to that one eventually. Almost 1 a.m. in District of Columbia. Yes. Yes, we're getting there. It's like almost 10 here. Yeah, 3 hours. Yep, exactly. Rabbit in Red deleted a message. And still pouring drums. Okay. Fair enough, says Richie. And Whiskey Throttle says, good, buddy. And Richie says, hey, Daniel. Rabbit in Red, what are your favorite summer drums at Food Quig? Well, favorite summer drams right now. I'm drinking a lot of Canadian whiskeys, Canadian blended ryes. I'm drinking things like Golden Wedding from Shenley's and Canadian Club, just a regular Canadian Club, not the rye stuff. And I'm drinking some ryes from the likes of Alberta Premium and some things from Saskatchewan that were sent to me very um, generously by Whiskey Sneerson. And I'm surprised he's not on here tonight, but maybe he's got something else to do. I've been drinking some Chivas 12 and a couple other Scotch blends. I've been blending Grants and not Wisers, but Hiram Walker Special Old, blending them half and half. And that's been going down really good. Really, really good. And what else for summer drams? That's about it. Any stuff that isn't too peated or too strong, stuff that goes down easily, blends, single malts, that kind of thing. That's what I do for the summer. But you know, the summer's almost over, so I'm going to start going to heavily peated stuff again. I do taste a few peated whiskeys in the summer, but I get into them more heavily in the winter. Okay. Summer drams. Okay. Richie says, I've been just drinking Weller 12 bourbon all day. Have you tried it? I think I have some. Let me see. Oh, shit. I may have bought some Weller, but I haven't opened it yet. I think it's a 10. I'm not sure. It's underneath my bar. It's like piled under a whole bunch of other bottles, and I'll get to it when I get to it. But I imagine Weller 12 would be nice. Bunnahabhain is a travel exclusive. Picked it up a few months. No wonder I've never heard of it. Okay. And that was the Bunnahabhain Kurachmona. Okay. All right. That was the Bunnahabhain travel. Okay, great. Rabbit in Red says, I'm getting into high proof bourbons this summer. Yeah, that's a good idea. I've got some Elijah Craig Jr. and not Elijah Craig. Some junior. What's the guy's name? Junior. Son of a bitch. Yeah. Stag Junior. How could I forget? All right. High proof is good. High proof bourbon is great stuff. Elijah Craig bottle of wow barrel proof, fantastic stuff. It's great. And Rabbit in Red says Wild Turkey Rye Breed is my jam right now. Can't beat it for the price. I just picked up a bottle last night of that stuff. I was in the liquor store and I was looking around. I have some 101 already. I have some Elijah Craig 12 already. And I was going, okay, Wild Turkey, what do we got? I got the 101 already, and there's the Rare Breed. I think I'll pick up a bottle of that. There was this other one, this limited edition Master's Keep. And I didn't go for the Master's Keep. This is good. I didn't go for the Master's Keep. I ended up buying a Rare Breed and a Scallywag instead of the Master's Keep, which would have cost more than the Rare Breed and the Scallywag. Maybe I'll go back and get a Master's Keep in the future, but I'm not in a rush. That's basically Wild Turkey finished in Oloroso. Everybody wants to finish stuff in Oloroso. I don't know. I think Oloroso is overrated. That's just my opinion. High proof bourbons this summer. Okay. Wild Turkey. Okay. Stag Junior. Yes, Sparky. Exactly. Red Rare Breed Rocks. Also Knob Creek Single Barrel. Rabbit in Red says, love Stag Junior and Knob Creek Single Barrel. Just got a 14-year Kansas City, if that's what KC stands for, store pick. I'm eager to crack open. And Richie says, Andy, what's your favorite whiskey so far this year? Oh, man. I have had some good ones. But so far this year, the one that pops to my mind immediately is the Lagavulin 12, 2015 edition. The Lagavulin 12 has just got everything in there. But you know what? There's another one that I had just last night that had been on my bar for like 6 or 7 months. Compass Box, No Name. That stuff is amazing. It is just fabulously tasty. Compass Box, No Name, or Lagavulin 12, one of those two has got to be up there as my whiskey of the year so far. Not that I usually quantify these kinds of things, but if you really want to know, that's my answer. Still able to get Eagle Rare Henry McKenna 10 in Texas for $30. That's good. I could get Eagle Rare if I wanted it. Henry McKenna, the only Henry McKenna I ever had, excuse me, was a sample that was sent to me by Keith from Malted Man Cave. Because I just can't get that stuff here. Rabbit in Red is saying, nice at Sparky Mule. Eagle Rare is around $40 in DC. All right. Knob Creek Store Pick. Where are you from, Red? Nice one. Rabbit in Red says that Sparky Mule Ace Spirits in Minneapolis. They ship to some states. Check it out. Whiskey Throttle says, how is the water supply? Ha ha ha. Oh, ho, ho, the water supply. The water supply is pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, there's a bit of water in there. And I've got more of these in the fridge. More water jugs in the fridge. So the water supply is going good. Rabbit in Red says, my favorite whiskey this year is Glen Scotia 15. Oh, if only I could find that. I have found a Glen Scotia 12 and another Glen Scotia, but I haven't tried them yet. I still have them. So far, says Rabbit in Red, Glen Scotia 15. I can't keep up with you guys. You guys are getting things that I will never find at Tabby. Whiskey Throttle says, drink up, my friend. I've been drinking up all afternoon and evening for crying out loud. And Richie says, Rabbit in Red, one of my favorites so far is Glen Scotia Victoriana. That's another one I can't get. Oh, I feel like I'm at the end of the galaxy. I'm kind of a science fiction fan, and I've been reading science fiction since I was a kid. And Isaac Asimov, who was a science fiction author, wrote about the Galactic Empire. And the Galactic Empire, the center of it was this planet called Trantor. And the very farthest outpost of the Empire was a place called Terminus. Terminus was way out at the end of a spiral arm of the galaxy. And I feel like I am living at Terminus right now because I cannot get so much of what all of you guys are drinking. Where are we at? Glen Scotia Victoriana. I've never seen that anywhere around here. Rabbit in Red says, haven't had that one yet, but dying to try it. Okay, he's talking about the same Victoriana. Jesse Regenauer says, I have an Infiniti bottle going that at present contains 9 different single malts from the regions of Highland, West Highland, Speyside, Isla, and Skye. That must be quite a piece of work. I should be pouring another one. This is still my Speyside. I should be pouring my, here's what I got. 40 Creek Copper Pot, about half of this. Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye. Seagram VO. Trust Whiskey from Granville Island. Lefroy Lore and Lefroy 18 and Big Pete. Oh, this will be a fabulous. Oh. Let's put some of this in a glass. This is my Canadian and peated Scottish alternative mix, so to speak. Okay. Wow. Got 9 people watching. That's a great bottle there, Jesse. I would love to have a taste of that. Srirachi says, we missed you at Food Quig. Oh, I'm always here, you know. I put up at least 3 videos a week, and I put up live stream every now and then. But I'm back. Throttle's asking me if I got a pizza in the oven. You know, I am getting hungry, but the thing is that if I was to put a pizza in the oven, the pizza would wreck up my nosing and enjoying of this whiskey. So I plan to put a pizza in the oven like when I'm towards the end of my live stream. When I'm on my last whiskey, then I'll put the pizza in the oven. So give it a little bit of time. I am getting hungry. And I got a Donatello's pizza that I got for $3.49 at Walmart a couple of weeks ago. It's there in my freezer, and it's just waiting for me to shove it in the oven. But I'll get there. I will get a pizza in the oven. Yes, I will there, Dan. Don't worry. Ace is asking or saying, just having a dram of Russell's 10-year-old. Not a bad dram. I've got some of that going too. And Barry's saying, my favorite would be Highland Park 12, but I just started drinking whiskey in March, so many I want to try. Give yourself 40 years, my friend. Give yourself time. I've been at this for when did I have my first whiskey? I'd say when I was about 18, 1992. And in 1992, I just started trying stuff, and I wasn't really serious about it. I only got serious the last 5 years. So 1993, 1994, I started trying whiskeys again. And I started making videos around then, 2004, 2013, 2014, something like that. And it's a lifetime journey. It takes years and years and years to get into whiskey and really appreciate it. And yes, there are so many of them, and it's really daunting if you try and do them all right away. It's a good idea to just start with things that you like, things that are familiar to you. If you try something and you like it, try and get other things that are similar. You might like them too. Oh, it's terrible. It's a lifelong freaking journey. I will pour some of this. This is my Canadian whiskey, and enhanced by Isla whiskeys. Okay, I poured one of those. That's going to be my next dram. My present dram is this guy here. This is my Space Side, which I'm still enjoying. Okay, I'm slow. Pizza. Shit. I should do something about pizza. Barry's saying my favorite would be a Highland Park 12, but I just started drinking whiskey in March, so oh yeah, there's many you want to try. Take it easy at first. Take it easy. You've got lots of time. You've got a lifetime to enjoy whiskey. And Rabbit saying, what's your most disappointing whiskey so far this year? Ziggy Quiggy. Oh, yeah. Most disappointing. Such questions. Now I don't know which of the two this is. One of them is my Canadian, and one is my Highland. Is that possible? It don't matter. Most disappointing whiskey so far this year. Well, based on what expectations I had, my expectations were really high on the Glendronach 18 Allardyce. It turns out that it was okay, but it was not, it didn't really float my boat. Glendronach 18 Allardyce. The video will be coming up soon, and I have to be fair and give it time to open up in the bottle and try it again several months from now. So it's not conclusive at all. Another one that I had just last night, which the video will go up in about 2 weeks, is the Tobermory 21, bottled by Whiskey Broker. It didn't give me much at all. I was disappointed by that one. That's about it right now. But I have hopes. I have high hopes for the Glendronach Allardyce 18 because other people have liked it a lot. And I'm perhaps a little bit influenced by that. I will try it again as time goes on. Okay. Highland Park 12 is a go-to everyday dram for me. Great stuff. I actually like it more than the Highland Park 18, says Rabbit in Red. Richie is asking me, are you in BC? Yes. Victoria, BC. Saanich, BC. Yes, that's where I am. I am very much in BC. British Columbia, for people who don't know what BC is. Oh my goodness, there are a lot of comments now. Really interesting tasting, says Jesse. And Barry is saying, thanks, Rabbit. I'll remember that since the 12 is about 150 cheaper in Ontario. Yeah. Wish I could send a dram. I'll tell you what, if you want to send me a dram there, Jesse, you can always send it. I'll tell you what, I'll put up um, my email. Put up my email there, and you can send me a message at that email address, and we can get connected, I suppose. Where was I? I have to find where I was. I'm in BC. Yes, I am. Okay. You could send me a dram, yeah. I sent you my email address. You can, we can work things out back and forth and stuff. Good morning, says whiskey and a beard. Cool. Old crackers. I think I ate all of those. Sparky says, cheers, beard. Sriracha says, I like a solid Pilsner with the pizza. Ooh. Whiskey and a beard says it to Whiskey Throttle High. And I made an oatmeal pizza yesterday. Whiskey Throttle says, oatmeal pizza, whiskey and a beard. Okay. Richie says, Daniel was at a Wine and Beyond earlier today. Are you near one, and do you shop there for bottles? Yes, sir, says Whiskey and a Beard. Oh my, I should have a pizza going, shouldn't I? Wonder why so many people got deep into whiskey like 6 years ago. Oh, I don't know. I've only got deep into it the last, I don't know, 5 years. Whiskey Throttle says, Richie, not in BC or on the island where he lives. Okay. Opinions here on Brook Laddie, Classic Laddie. I'll pass on Classic Laddie myself, personally. Yeah. Rabbit in Red, very classic. Jesse did Canadian Mist and Lafroig once. I don't know Canadian Mist. Never had that one. And I live in Canada. There you go. Uh, okay. Sriracha says, dram number 2, Tom's Foolery Rye 4-year-old. Never seen that. Cheers, Ace, says Sparky. And Ace says, aye. Rabbit in Red says, hey, Quigmeister at Food Quig, have you had the Kubakken? Oh, yes, I've had the Kubakken a long time ago. Kubakken is a very good dram. I recommend Kubakken wholeheartedly. If you look back on my videos, you'll find Kubakken in there and my glowing review of Kubakken and how much I liked it. I love Kubakken. It's probably my favorite whiskey from who makes Kubakken anyway? Um, uh, Satin rhymes with Satin Tomatin. My favorite Tomatin of all time is Kubakken. There you go. Kubakken is great. Sriracha saying the store has Glenlivet Nadura first fill sherry cask strength. Anybody into it? I've had some Nadura. I don't know. I'd have to have some more to really make a conclusive thing about it. Whiskey Throttle says Kubakken are very good. Yes, I concur. They are great. Sounds like a winning formula. Okay, Ace is saying, haven't had the 18 or 21, but I like the Glendronach 12, despite not wanting to drink it all the time. The bottle lasted quite a while and was interesting enough. Okay. Well, when I had Glendronach 12, it disappeared fast. But I have a 12 now that I just opened and I'm going, okay, I expect more from this for some reason. I think that the hype that was put up by everyone else has made it so that it doesn't live up to what everyone was saying about it. Oh shit. I lost my place. Okay. Jesse says, want to try Kubakken but won't pay 60 plus for an NAS malt. Yeah. Well, NAS doesn't mean that it's bad necessarily. It just means that it's non-age statement. There are a lot of non-age statement whiskeys that I enjoy quite a lot. But each one is different. But there are certainly NAS malts is pay 60 or more for. Okay. Oh, wow. Why is my vision getting all blurry now? Rabbit in Red says, but some I wouldn't. Whiskey and a Beard says, have a nice day, guys. Gonna do some cycling. Have fun. Jesse says, R in R, I suppose there is. Cheers, Beard. And Whiskey Throttle says, at Whiskey and a Beard, have fun. I should put a pizza in the oven because I'm getting hungry. Sriracha says, I'm not super into Port Charlotte bottle. Whoa! Port Charlotte is one of my favorites. But I'm going to turn on the oven and set it up for the pizza. But, be right back. Oh! Okay. I got my pizza set up. I got some water. Oh, what have you guys been saying? Did I miss a lot? Okay. Not super into Port Charlotte bottle, says Sriracha. Oh, I don't know. Every Port Charlotte I've had has just been wonderful. Interesting. Canadian Mist is just a cheap whiskey like Black Velvet or Silk Tassel. I won't argue with that there, Barry. But, Black Velvet isn't bad. It's just cheap. Rabbit in Red says, I've had a few disappointing whiskeys in this year. Yeah, me too. That's the way it goes. Rabbit in Red says Glengoyne 15. Whiskey Throttle says Tomatin. Tomatin makes Kubatkin. Yes, that is correct, Jesse. Rabbit in Red says Weller Special Reserve. Oh, I lost it. Okay, I got it back. To name a few, says Rabbit in Red. Okay, Ace says, any thoughts on Speyburn 15? Haven't tried it yet. I had the 10 and was disappointed. Rabbit in Red says, Aberlour 16 is my biggest disappointment so far this year. Really? Interesting. I haven't had Aberlour 16, so I don't know. Rabbit in Red says, never had a Speyburn, but been hunting for one. Don't waste your time, I think. Just my opinion from what I've tasted so far. Sparky says, Red, you don't like Weller SR? Pretty tasty. Weeded for $20. Rabbit says, yeah, I found it kind of sharp, and it's 35 around my parts. Oh, okay. And Rabbit says for 20, I'd buy it again. Ace says Aberlour seems like a pretty mild malt. Think it lends itself better to a wine cask such as Abunat. Okay. Sparky says, Red, I think Larceny is better for the same dollars. I've never tried Larceny, so I don't know. We can't get it here for some reason. Whiskey Throttle says to Justy, have you tried any tomatoes? Rabbit in Red says, agreed 100 to Sparky. Jesse says, yes, I have. Love tomato. Jesse says, Dwelka's Legacy is my favorite. You know what? To me, tomato is somewhat disappointing. Unless, of course, it is fabulous. Unless it's the tomato with the peat in it, and that's the Kubakan. I am not too crazy about the other tomatoes. I don't know why. It just doesn't do it for me. Wasn't too keen on it back in the day. Seems like the hype was curtailed. Perhaps the quality of the bottles needs a revisit. That was Sriracha talking about Weller SR. Okay. First single malt scotch, says Jesse. Revisit. Okay. Quigster's wall is getting epic. It's getting there, yeah, slowly. Jesse, I agree they are good, and the Kubakans are very good. Yes, Kubakan, give me Kubakan any day over any other expression of tomatin. And I preferred the tomatin 15 over the 12 and the 18, just because it didn't have that sherry in it. And there are some whiskeys where I enjoy it when it's got sherry in it, but some just don't do it for me. Sriracha says, I like something myself, straight wheat. Bernheim? Never heard of that. For a budget dram. Okay. Barry says, dram number 2, Bowmore 12. Okay. Jesse's saying, gonna have to try it now. Okay, dram number 3, sticking with the cheaper and younger variety, to Wiser Triple Rye, good cheapy. Okay, I have something planned in the future. I'm gonna take a Wiser Triple Barrel Rye and do it side by side with the Wiser Double Still Rye and see if they're the same thing, because they were marketed separately in Canada and the States, and at around the same time. That's going to be an interesting little side by side comparison thing that I'm going to do. Ace is saying to me, Tibetan 12 for me has a big multi-presence, which I think is pretty good for the price point, but not for the enthusiast. There you go. And Sparky's asking you if you've had Wild Turkey 101 rye. Okay, I have not had Wild Turkey 101 rye. I have a Wild Turkey 101, but not the rye. Can't get it here. Can't find it. And Rabbit in Red likes Kubakken. So do I. And Throttle is saying to me, it's time for bed. Don't burn the pizza. No damage, no chance of that yet. It's just preheating the oven. And Whiskey Sneerson says, hello, Quig. Hello, Sneerson. Slanchua. Hey, Rabbit, long time. And everyone's saying hello to everyone's greeting everyone. Rabbit in Red says, Ben's Darth Quig switched to Saturdays. Sorry. Rabbit in Red says, I used to join the Sunday live, but gonna get used to Saturdays. Cool. Sneerson says, hey, Sriracha, and good night at Whiskey Throttle, says Sriracha. Okay, so I've caught up on comments right now, which is great. And don't get me wrong, I have been drinking whiskey for the last 10 hours or so. So if I seem to be a little bit scatterbrained or unfocused, you will know why. I've had some of my Speyside blend, some of my Canadian and peated blend, and I think I'm into the Highland. I think. Maybe not yet. I don't know. Something like that. These two should be put away, for sure. All right. So I've got some Highland here. And I've got some bourbon and rye here. This is the Highland, I think. And this was my I don't know. We'll see how this thing progresses as it goes along. Let's see. How many drams in 10 hours, Quignacious? I've had about 10 drams at least. I'm not sure. I've been taking my time doing about 1 dram an hour, but right now it's, I think, catching up to me somewhat. I wish I could have had drams for 10 hours today. Shit. And Sneerson saying, I just got home from a wedding. Was drinking doubles of Glenfiddich 12 for $5. Like a boss, Sneerson, says Rabbit. Not bad, says Sriracha. Where are you from, Rabbit? Okay. From Milwaukee, but live in District of Columbia, D.C., like Washington, D.C. Wow. And I'm originally from Montreal, but I live in Victoria, BC. Yeah. This is still my bottom shelf Canadian with Big Pete and Lefroy Gloire because it tastes like bottom shelf Canadian until you swallow it. And then after you swallowed it, it just comes on strong, peated. And this next one is my Highland. It's got some of that honey and heather thing going on. It's lovely. Where was I? The comments are just flying in here. Yeah. Cool, says Sriracha Ace. Okay. Whiskey Sneerson says, think I will pour a Canadian Infiniti from my decanter. Oh, that is a fabulous idea. Fabulous. And what is everyone drinking? Good question. Rabbit in Red says, what's a good price for a quality Infiniti bottle? Well, I'd sell you any one of mine for $100. Oh my goodness! Just give me $100. I'll give you any one you want. You got to make your own Infiniti bottle. And Sriracha's saying, have you had a beer from the Vale in Richmond? At Rabbit in Red. Okay, good. That takes me off the hook. I don't have to answer that question because I really have not had anything like that. Rabbit in Red says, I'm sipping some Talisker Distiller's Edition. Good juice. Good juice. I like that stuff too. Rabbit in Red says, I haven't at Sriracha Ace. Is that the Spirit you in Virginia? And Sriracha says to Whiskey Stinson, I'm still deciding on what dram number 4 is. Oh my goodness, this is getting complicated. Sriracha says, I heard it was good. Hype beer spot. I'm in Western Pennsylvania. Okay, I don't know much about beer because I stopped drinking beer many years ago. Being diabetic, and all of the carbohydrates and the sugars in the beer make my blood sugar just go boom up into the roof, and so that's not the thing for me. Okay. Sparky's saying grabbing some Dickel Rye. Good choice. And a good MGP whiskey. Definitely. I would not turn that away. If you were to offer me a dram of Dickel Rye, I would say, yes, sir. And I would enjoy it very much. Another good cheap rye, says Sriracha Ace. So Ace agrees with me on that one. Have you had Talisker Distiller's Edition or Talisker Storm? Yes, Rabbit. I've had both of them. I enjoyed the Distiller's Edition a lot. The Storm was pretty good too. I cannot fault either of them anything that I've ever had from Talisker was worth it. It was always good, always a good drum. Yeah, Distiller's Edition and Storm. I think I have videos of those both up already, long time ago. Gentlemen, I really need to piss, so I'm going to be back in just a moment. It won't take me long, believe me. Yeah. All right, I am back. I'm gonna put some more water in my glass. From my big jug of water to keep me hydrated, so I won't get hangovers and cramps and all of that shit. Oh, where are we at? Distiller's Edition. Yeah, okay. I've had those. I would follow you. Ace says I would follow your lead, but then I would have to pour old overhaul bonded. I have some of that. I'm gonna try it eventually. I have some old Overholt. Gonna try that eventually. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Ace is saying, okay, that's number 4. What is MGB? MGB. I think we're talking about MGP. MGP would be, see if I remember that. That would be mid something grain products. Midwest grain products. That's what MGP is. Midwest grain products. And they make whiskey in Indiana. If that's what the question is about. Wish I could find old Overholt rye. Ace says Sparky. Bonded, that is. Yeah, I like the bonded, not so much the standard, says Srirachi. I would pour Dickel, but haven't had any in a while. Okay. Rabbit in Red said something, but I lost him. Oh no. I have to find where I was. Okay, I'm trying to catch up with the comments here. I think I'm behind. Talisker Distillery Edition. Okay. What is MGB? It's MGP. Um, Midwest Grain Products. It's a distillery in Indiana. Wish I could find some old Overholt. Okay, bonded in, that is. Sriracha says, yeah, I like the bonded, not so much the standard. Okay. I would pour Dickel, but haven't had any in a while, says Ace. Rabbit says, I'm gonna pour a rye now so I can be like you cool kids. Okay. Ace is saying you get some of Jim Beam corn flavor from the bonded. Okay, I don't know what he's talking about here. Rabbit says, Willett Family Estates 3-year or maybe Pikesville. I like Pikesville. Pikesville rye is great. You go red. Rabbit says, Food Quig is ready to drink all night. Well, I don't know about that. Willet 3 took a long time, but opened up very well. Okay. Can't get that here? 100 at 100 at Ace. Okay. Whiskey Sneerson says, changed my mind and poured a Maker's Mark and a tall glass of water. Good move, my friend. I would have done the same thing. I have a tall glass of water right here. Oh, something's going beep. That must mean it's time to put my pizza in the oven. I will be back. Don't you fear, I will be back. I have to stick my pizza in the oven. Ooh. Okay. That should be ready in about 12 minutes. Where the hell was I? We've got lots of comments and stuff going on here. 10 people watching. Great. Oh, I missed a lot. Changed my mind. Poured a maker's mark. Okay. How many bottles do you all have right now in your home? 200 bottles. MGP is a distillery in Indiana. Correct, Sriracha. And hi all, MGP is sourced distillery in Indiana. Okay. They are sourced by a lot of distillers' bottles. High West, for example, yes. Sparky says nothing wrong with MGP. No, nothing wrong at all. I have enjoyed a lot of their. One of theirs is Bullet Rye. Sneerson says thanks. And I've had a great rye and great bourbon from MGP. Exactly, Sriracha. They're not bad at all. High West does wonders with MGP sourced product. Okay. Rabbit in Red says, I jumped ahead again. Rendezvous Rye is a favorite of mine. Cool. And Sriracha says, the store picked Old Scout stuff that was coming out a couple of years ago is really good. Double Rye is good too and cheap, says Rabbit. Dickel is sourced from MGP as well. Yeah, Dickel Rye is, yes. Dickel Rye, yes. It's pizza time in Quigville. Oh my goodness. Is it that bad? Love the shirt, Quig. Well, you can blame that one on the Scotch Test dummies from last summer. Ace, you are correct, and have it brought several 750s in Louisiana last year for $15. Okay. Where is everyone on the chat live? Sounds like someone backing up. Rabbits in Washington, D.C. Sparky's in Houston. And Barry's in London, Ontario. And Sriracha's in Pittsburgh. And Maggie's Farm Run and Wiggle Whiskey are distilled here, says Sriracha. Rabbit in Red says, Ace, you're up late. Ace says, something vodka and for. Why can't I read that? Am I getting drunk? I can't read through my glasses. Boyd's vodka used to for a while. That. Okay. I think I'm getting useless now. Rabbit, I would be at sequence 11 right now if I lived in DC. Yeah, have you been to Jack Rose, says Rabbit. Sriracha says, no, what's that? Sequence 11 is just a big techno party I heard about. Sneerson's in Saskatoon. That may be a safe place to be there, Sneerson. Very safe place to be. Rabbit in Red says Google at Jack Rose Saloon. Okay. Jay Fretless. Is that Jay Fretless? I can't read anymore. Uh, Bay Area, California. One of the best whiskey bars in the Visit DC. Okay. Oh, nice. Thanks for the tip, says Sriracha Ace. And can't even read this one. Most Chun says Montana, pizza and alcohol, a great combination. There you go. And Ace is saying, laughing out loud, Rabbit in Red says to me, are there any bars in your area that you frequent? No, I always drink at home because it's cheaper than going to the bars. Imagine going to bars and not being able to get what you want, and going to bars and being charged 3 times what it costs you to drink it at home. Um, I don't go to bars very often. Although, if I was on a trip and I was visiting another locality, I would go to bars and I would sample what they have. But here I don't go to bars because I just buy stuff at liquor stores and bring it home. Sriracha saying, BRB, my phone is going dead. Oh, sorry to hear that. J Fretless Rabbit, Jack Rose does barrel picks right. Rabbit saying, you should pour a lure. I don't have a lure. I don't have any more lure. It's gone. I'm pouring my. This is still my my Canadian blend with some Isla in it. Sriracha Ace is saying nice. Okay, BRB for real. And Rabbit in Red saying not sure if they do barrel picks or not. Sneerson says, what are you drinking at J Fretless? Oh, I don't know what J Fretless is drinking. But I'm going to pour a Highland Infiniti. It's got a bit of every Highland I've had in the last year and a half, 2 years. I'm still working on my space side, I think. No, this is my Canadian with some Isla in it. That's lovely. Definitely. Big Pete. It starts out light and caramelly like a Canadian. And then after you swallowed it, the Big Pete just clobbers you. And the Lefroy Glore that's in there just clobbers you. This is some Canadian and Isla blend that is just whopping. And I made it all myself right here in this room. What's happening now? Have I missed anything? Oh, Jay Fretless says, this nation, I had some early. XLY. I got that wrong. Rabbit in Red is asking me What is my opinion on Bowmore, and you like or dislike? Okay. So far, my experience with Bowmore is quite limited. I've had a 12, which I found that the smoke disappeared too quickly. And I had another Bowmore that was exclusively in bourbon barrels, and I found that to be disappointing. I have in my possession a Bowmore 15 and a Bowmore 18. And as time goes on, when I get to them finally, I will try them. I will taste them, and I will give you um, what I think of them. I will tell you what I think of them when I get to them. I do have a couple of Bowmores in my or under my bar right now, so I will get to them in good time. Uh, so far, I'm not entirely enthused about Bowmore, but my mind might be changed by the ones that I have not tried yet. Exotic cargo, says Jay Fretless. Got to sample Scotch Malt Whiskey Society release, I think. Oh, that's too expensive for my meager and modest means. And Barry says, I just finished my dram of Bowmore 12. Pretty good, but I haven't tried any other Isla Scotch. Oh, do yourself a favor, Barry. Try other Isla Scotch. You will find that perhaps Bowmore 12 falls way short of things like Lagavulin 16 and Ardbeg 10 and things like that. Uh, Sneerson is saying, Rabbit, I really like Bowmore 12 to start a peat flight. Yes, to start a peat flight, a very beginning. It's mild. Do not currently have a bottle and not worried about it. Okay. Well, I gotta put my pizza in the oven now because it's making noises at me. So I will be back. Yeah, beef. I know, I know, I know. Ah. Donatello's pan-style Canadian pizza. Here it is. Dinner, finally. All right. Where I was. We got 8 people watching now. Wow. See if I can read what they said. Ah. Okay, there's the question about Beaumont. Jam of Beaumont. Beaumont 12. Pete Flight currently have a bottle and not worried about it. Rabbit and Red. Interesting, Sneerson. What do you think makes it good flight starter? Are you wearing a white shirt underneath, or is that part of the design? That is part of the design. This is the t-shirt. There's no white shirt underneath. Interesting question. Who asked that? Well, that was Sneerson asking me. Okay. Rabbit in Red says, been thinking of buying a Boomer. Yeah, I got a couple in the queue. I got a couple that I haven't tried yet. And Sneerson says, low ABV lately. I have just been driving into the Cask strength, though. Low ABV is nice to try to just to take it easy. Oh, where are we? I think I lost you. I think I lost all you guys. I really have lost you. Shit. You put up a lot of comments. I think I've seen these already. One of the best whiskey bars in the USA. That would be Jack Rose Saloon. Okay, check it out. Ever visit DC? Okay, thanks for the tip. Pizza and alcohol, great combination. Okay, I've seen that already. Yeah, I don't do bars, no. Let's see. Okay, I told you about Beaumont. No white shirt underneath. Okay. Been thinking of buying a Beaumont. Low ABV lately. Have been diving into Cask strength. Been making my way across Isla. Just had Mahir Bay and it was amazing. I got one of those. Haven't opened it yet, but I will. It's coming up. I think I heard your timer. Yes, you did. And now I got the pizza in front of me. Rabbit in Red says, I hear that, Sneerson. Why drinking anything else when you can drink Cask strength? Rabbit in Red says, Quig's timer is out of control. Oh shit, now I lost it. Krieg's timer is out of control. That's good. Rabbit in Red, gonna switch to bourbon for dram number 5, 1782 small batch store pick. Should be dandy. Dram number 4, lot 40 rye whiskey. Oh, is that the cask strength or just a regular lot 40? The regular lot 40 is okay, but when you tasted the cask strength, it just blows everything away. Oh, just right. Store picks are my wheelhouse, says Jay Fretless. No, I follow you on Instagram. Okay. Rabbit. Well, thanks. Okay. Got a Knob Creek single barrel 14-year store pick from Ace Spirits. Wow. Can't wait to open it, says Rabbit. Schneerson says, by the way, congrats on the 1,000 subs. Yeah, that was a total surprise to me. I was hovering around 990 for a while. I'm just hovering there, whatever. And then somebody saw a video that I made like 3 years ago regarding Lagavulin 16 or something. And it was me kind of announcing that I was breaking up with my ex. And he posted it to Reddit. And I gained like 130 subscribers overnight. It was incredible. Unexpected, totally unexpected. I did not expect that to happen, but thank you very much. I don't know what's happening next. I don't know about monetizing or anything like that. I lost track of where you guys are again. I should find where I was. Ace Toka Quig got my computer and drum number 5 staying in the family. Sagamore Rye 3-year low rye new MGP distillate. Okay. Small batch at Sparky. What store picked the 1792? Hello, yeah, that's my favorite rye. Sparky's saying red cool. I love the RB store pick. Okay, I've sort of run out. I've lost where we're going. Knob Creek single barrel 14-year store pick from Ace Spirits. Wow, can't wait to open it, says Rabbit. By the way, congratulations. There we are, 1,000 subs. Regular lot 40, says Barry. That Rabbit in red. I hate a store pick. I have a store pick. 1792 full proof. It's a little hot. I like it with about 6 to 7 drops of water. Okay. Knob Creek store picks are amazing, says Ace. Rabbit says, I've heard good things about it. Would love to try it sometime as I'm just getting into the 1792 line. I can't get any of that here. I'm a little bit envious, actually. Rabbit says, DM me on Instagram, says Jay Fretless to Rabbit. Okay. Right on, will do, says Rabbit. Rabbit says to me, are you going to do an uncorking love tonight to celebrate your 1,000 subs? Isn't this it? I don't know. Wow. This is my cheap Canadian with Isla. Wow. This may take a while to get through all that. I think I'm celebrating right now with all of these things that I've put together in the way of Infiniti bottles. Wow. And Rabbit says, I bet you have some unopened stuff. Yeah, about 90 bottles. Greg should pop one. Got to celebrate this occasion. Sriracha needs more bottles to pop soon. Wow. I got enough bottles to pop till the springtime. My goodness. I'll tell you what's coming up soon. I have a few videos that I've already recorded, and they're scheduled to come on in the next couple of weeks. But after that, I got a 12-year-old Glen Grant. I've got an Indian Royal Challenge, and I got a John Barr Reserve, which is coming up. Also, I have some Wiser Special Blend. If you're not Canadian, you probably don't care. I have 15-year-old Gordon and MacPhail Mortlock coming up. I have a Mackinac Brack. Now, Mackinac Brack is from a local distillery, the Victoria Caledonian Distillery. It's 45% alcohol by volume. It's a couple years old. you can't call it a whiskey yet because it's still a spirit, as it's under 3 years old. I'm going to do that one too. I've tasted it before. I loved it. It was fantastic. I got some Jefferson's Kentucky whiskey, and I got some Nika from the Barrel Red. That's coming up. I got some Kilchoman Macher Bay coming up. What else have I got coming up? Glencadam Origins. That's the non-age statement Glencadam, sorry. I have some Rocktown, Arkansas rye and some Armorique Classic. That's from France. I also have some Jameson's Cooper's Crows and Distillers something or other from Jameson. So a couple of Irish whiskeys there. And a Glencadam 15-year-old, which to me, when I was at a whiskey festival, tasted like Old Pulteney without the salt, which should be really wonderful. Then I got some, well, that's about it for now. That's for the next little while, anyhow. Soon, okay. 90 unopened bottles, my man. That's how many I have total. There you go, Rabbit. Probably have less than 90, more like 70 or something. I'm not counting exactly. I'm just ballparking it. I wish I had more access to the upper echelons of Canadian whiskey. Yeah, Ace. I got some Crown Royal XR. I have some Lot 40 Cask Strength. I have a few other really great ones here, which I will be opening and trying in the near future, or the far future, depending on what your timeline is. I have a lot of bottles that I haven't opened yet. All of which I'm looking forward to try. Get some more water. Okay. Got some more water. Got some more pizza. Yeah. Where are we now? Rabbit in Red says Quig is loaded with good juice. He should invite us over. Come on over. Come on down. Yeah. Come on down. Tap on my door. I'll let you in. Come and join me. Sneerson says, load up the Quig RV Express and he'll be coming to a town near you. Only after I've retired, maybe. I'll get an RV and I'll just zoom around everywhere as long as I got some pension money to fuel me. I'll be great. I think Ralphie called that Glencadam his 2017 whiskey of the year. Correct, Rabbit. Correct. I will be trying that soon. Ace says, I would break out the best of them for the Quig or any of you guys. Ace, you're too kind. Rabbit in Red says, hell yes, Quig should tour the USA and we can get him lit on our best stuff. I will do that. Just give me a few years till they give me a pension, and when I retire, I'll do that. Give me another 10 years or so. We'll make it happen. Meet me in Kentucky with the Metro. The Metro. If the Metro can make it to Kentucky, I'll do that. You're funny. Although, to be honest, the Metro is running really good these days. Rabbit saying, Food Quig tour bus. Shit. Ace was eating pizza today too. Quig has a well next to his chair. Yeah, it's this guy here. It's what's left in there. I've got some more. They're in the fridge. They're nice and cold. Sneerson saying it would be like the Merry Pranksters bus in the 60s, except with whiskey. I'll drink to that. And Rabbit in Red says, Sneerson, it would be out of control. A lot of things are out of control this week. Ace is saying, I know those Metros get good mileage. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Basically, I can pour like $35 into the tank and it'll last me 3 months. But I only use the car to go get whiskey and get groceries. I typically only take it out once a week. The rest of the time, when I go to work, it's a short walk. I don't have to use my car to go to work. Excuse me. So I only need to drive to go to the liquor store on the weekends and the grocery store on the weekends. Actually, that's why I bought the Metro, because I had to go from one end of town to the other to go pick up the taxi that I was driving to work. And my Chrysler was costing me a lot of money on gas. But I was driving my Chrysler to work and back. And then one day, I saw this Metro on sale on the side of the road. For sale was the sign in the window. And of course, I took down the phone number. And the next day I called because the insurance on my Chrysler was just about to run out. And the Chrysler was costing me like $100 a week to go to work and back. And so once I got the Metro, it cost me like $30 or less a week. to go to work and back. So in a few months, the car paid for itself, and I still have it. The Chrysler, well, it's been gone a long time ago. My ex wanted a new van, or she wanted to buy a van, so we traded in the Chrysler on her van. And she got a nice van, a real gas guzzler, but that's okay. I got my 3-cylinder, 1-liter, 5-speed Metro, and it does whatever job I want it to do. It gets my groceries home, it takes me camping, it gets me to music festivals. I'm happy. It's all good. Where are we now? Okay, Metro gets good gas mileage. It does. We've got 9 people watching. That's cool. Mose says, I don't think Lloyd's of London would insure it. You're talking about my Metro? I don't care. Jean-Claude Van Quig, what are you sipping on? Oh. I think this is my bottom shelf Canadian blend mixed with some Big Pete and Lefroy Glore and Lefroy 18. Ah. It smells a bit peaty. And it tastes at first like a Canadian whiskey. But then, boom. There's nothing but peat on the back of the palate. And there's peat that wants to regurgitate up here. Or at least up my esophagus. And I think it would be much more enjoyable if I was less inebriated than I am right now. Rabbit and Red says, this 1792 small batch is so-so. Nothing to write home about. I can't say that I've ever tried any of that, Rabbit. 1792. I'd have to go stateside to get a bottle of that. And Mose says, sorry, what I meant was the party bus. Oh, the party bus. Lloyd's of London wouldn't insure the party bus? Okay, I get you on that now. It takes me a while to catch up. Sparky saying, Red, my 1792 is good, 9-year-old, about $40, so it hits all my buttons. Can't go wrong there. Mm-hmm. Wow. I don't even know if I'm going to get to this. Bourbon and Rye Infiniti. Wow. Mm. Okay. Ace is saying to Rabbit, generally correct, though the samples they let us try at the distillery were very tasty. Ace also says, I noticed that the same thing at Buffalo Trace. Actually, which is Barton's brother? And Rabbit says to me, any whiskey events coming up? Well, there aren't any main whiskey events coming up over here on the horizon. The only one that I can think of is the 2019 Victoria Whiskey Festival, which will happen towards the end of January, for which I will have to purchase tickets in November, early November. So that will happen towards the end of January. And then March, the end of March, beginning of April, I will be going to Scotland, and I will be going to Islay, and hopefully I'll be able to get some videos back to everyone from that. And that's the only things that I can think of, except for maybe the Cowichan Valley Whiskey Festival towards the end, towards somewhere in February, beginning of March, maybe. And then also there is another whiskey festival up in Courtney, Comox, around the same time after the Victoria Whiskey Festival, which will be in the end of January. So sometime in February, there might be a whiskey festival up there in Comox, Courtney. I'll try to make that one. Those are all things that are relatively local to me. And I will try to get to them. So we're talking early next year. This year, I don't think there's anything really going on. Nothing that I know of particularly. It seems to me like the whiskey festivals happen in the winter, when everybody's pissed off at being dark all the time. And they need to pick up their spirits from being down. Where are we at? This 1792 small batch is so-so. Nothing to write home about, says the Rabbit. Party bus, okay. Rabbit in red, generally correct, though the samples they let us try at the distillery are very tasty. Ace says, I noticed the same thing at Buffalo Trace, actually, which is Barton's brother. Rabbit in red says, to me, any whiskey events coming up. Okay, that's the one I just answered. Ace is saying, how do you guys rate the Jack Daniels single barrel cask? Okay, I haven't had the single barrel, but I've had the single barrel that's not the cask strength. It tastes like bananas. Not my favorite, sorry. I am not a fan of the Lincoln County process where they take the whiskey and they filter it through maple charcoal and take half the flavor out of it. I'm sorry, I am not a fan of that whole Jack Daniels and Tennessee whiskey, Lincoln County process. It's not my thing. Sorry. Anything Jack Daniels, I can just leave it right there. It's not my thing. Rabbit says, haven't had that one yet, Ace. There you go. Ace says, same. I'll pick it up one of these days. And Rabbit says, which distilleries are you going to visit on Isla? All of them, I hope. When I'm there, it's part of the tour. We get to visit all the distilleries on Isla. Although we might skip one or two, we might skip one more. I'll know when I'm there. But I have 3 nights stay that's been booked for me at the Bowmore House, right near the distillery. So maybe we'll get to try all of them. Mm-hmm. I think I'll visit most of them. It's part of the tour. Ace is saying, what's the deal with Garrison Brothers Texas whiskey priced for like $80 here? Oh, sorry, Ace, I don't know anything about that. Maybe somebody else can answer that question. I don't know about Garrison's Brothers at all. Sorry, Ace. Rabbit in Red says, really pricey in DC too, Ace. Never had it either. Garrison sucks, says Sparky Mule. Way better bourbon for that price. And Mo says, are you going to do the same thing Eric Waite did in Scotland by going with 2 pieces of luggage but come back with 4? Oh no. No, 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 no. No. I will enjoy what I enjoy in Scotland, but I will not bring it back to Canada because okay, let me explain something to you about Canada Customs. Canada Customs allows you to bring 1 liter of liquor back into Canada when you've been abroad for 48 hours or more without paying duty on it. So if I want to bring back 1 bottle of whiskey, I will be able to bring back 1 bottle of whiskey and not pay anything for that. If I bring more than 1 liter of whiskey into Canada, I have to pay duty on it. And I really don't want to do that. I will pick up 1 bottle of whiskey, which is 700 or 750 milliliters of whiskey. And I'll be able to bring basically 1 bottle back to Canada without paying duty on it. And if it's something that I've picked up at a distillery that I can't get anywhere else, yes, I will bring it. But I cannot ship stuff to Canada without paying duty on it and it going through customs like what Eric did. So Eric is able to ship stuff back to his place in California without paying duty on it, and it's all cool and all great. But if I was to try and do that, shipping stuff back to Canada, it would get intercepted at customs, and it would not get here, or I would have to pay exceptional amounts of duty in order to get it into the country. I would say extortionate amounts to get it into the country. So that's not going to happen. I plan to enjoy the whiskey in Scotland while I'm there. And that's it. I won't bring any home. I might bring one bottle home. That's it. Oh, where are we on the comments now? Huh. Barry says, well, it's 2:40 a.m. for me, so I'm out. Good night, gents. Hopefully I see some of you next week. Hint, hint, Quig. Well, I'll be on next week. I'll be doing something or other. Peace, Barry, says Rabbit. And good night, Barry, says Whiskey Sneerson. And I say good night, Barry, too. And Rabbit in Red says, I got to take a duty now, Jesus. Well, okay. Whatever. My condolences to you for your draconian customs laws. Yeah. Well, we have to put up with what we have to put up with. We are in a police state, so to speak. And me being able to enjoy this whiskey is a big fucking drain on society, I imagine. And my pizza's gone cold, damn it. Ah. It is what it is. You still got 9 people watching. And I still got a dram that I haven't drunk yet. This one is empty. Ah. Wow. What time is it? 11:47. I've been drinking whiskey for about 12 hours. It says, I think we can carry 5 liters in checked baggage for the U.S. That's wonderful. Unopened, of course. Of course. Rabbit in Red says to me, are you going to visit Jura? Well, so far, the plan is to get to London, where I'll hang out with uh, Jason Whiskey Wise for a little while. And then somewhere after that, I'll take a train up to I'll get the Scottish city thing soon. Edinburgh. I will take a train to Edinburgh, and from there I will go to Islay by way of a tour that starts in Edinburgh, goes to Islay and goes back to Edinburgh. We will go to Oban and a couple other places and end up back in Edinburgh. From there, I plan to go to Glasgow and head up and meet up with Roy from Aquavitae. And from there, I will take a train back down to London and get on a plane and come back home. That is the plan. Pretty much. Don't think I'll be visiting Jura. I don't think it will be part of my itinerary, and I won't have the time to do Jura, unfortunately. And Sparky's saying, what's that say? Gonna cut something night. Cheers all. Congratulations on the 1,000. Well, thank you, Sparky. That's real kind of you. Night, Sparky. Later, Mule, says Rabbit. Sneerson says later, and sounds like an awesome trip, Craig. Well, it hasn't happened yet. It's going to happen. And I think it will be a great trip. It will be a wonderful vacation, just when I will need it. And I look forward to doing that. Yeah, Sneerson, it will be epic. It will be an epic trip. Hope I survive it. This is by, what is this that I poured for myself some time ago? Let me check. This is the bottle. Oh, my Highland. Oh, ho, ho. This is my blend of Highland scotches, of the Highland blends of the Highland scotches that I've had in the last, I don't know, a year and a half or something like that. I'm already getting some of that honey and heather. And some of that floralness. Honey, heather, floral, grassy. I like the nose of this blend that I made for myself. Very nice. What does it taste like? Mm. It's a bit hot, but I've been drinking whiskey all afternoon and evening, so okay. We got Sparky Mule going to bed. Sounds like an awesome trip, Akbek. We'll visit your. Oh, my square foot at Lefroy. I have yet to. I have yet to purchase one, but I'm sure I could do that anytime because I've got several things here where I could buy a square foot of Lefroy. Rabbit in Red says, got a jet. Peace, y'all. See you next week, Food Quick. Oh, bye, Rabbit. And Ace says, you have to survive, Quig. So many unopened bottles if you don't. Yeah, like who would I leave them to? I mean, it would be terrible. Sneerson says, hopefully, lots of streams and footage for your fans. Yeah, I'll do what I can. And later, Rabbit says Sriracha. Sneerson says, later, Rabbit, I should call it too. I'm hurting. You're hurting. Oh my goodness. Night Rabbit in Red says Mose, and maybe you should drink more if you're hurting. Sneerson says Sriracha. And Sneerson says, good call, Ace. I like your style. Oh my goodness. I should not have more to drink. I'm ready to like hit that bed right there. As I've been drinking all after. I've been drinking for 12 hours. Mm. One little sip at a time, but you know. And this Highland is really strong. I put a lot of things in there that had some strength to them. Hmm. Ace is saying my work was killing me last night. Fortunately, last night I wasn't working, but I will be working tomorrow night. And drank a little extra naturally. Of course, Ace, I understand that very well. I do that too. Wild turkey barrel proof should help. Oh, yeah. I got some rare breed. I got some 101. Oh, there's quite a bit of wild turkey in this guy here. This is my bourbon and rye Infiniti bottle. This is what I will be pouring next if I stay awake beyond this, which is my Highland blend. Mm. My Highland blend seems to be very strong. Okay. Later Rabbit says Ace. Should call it too, I'm hurting, says Sneerson. Night Rabbit in Red says Mose. Ace is saying maybe you should drink more of your hurting, Sneerson. Okay. Good call, Ace. I like your style. Okay, I got to there already. My neck was killing me last night. Drank a little extra naturally. There you go, Sriracha. Sneerson says, wild turkey barrel proof should help. Don't feel the pain. Think it. Drink it into submission. Yeah, that's the way you deal with pain. And Sneerson says, sorry, rare breed. Okay. How is the Highland blend? Well, my Highland blend is nice. It's a little hot, but I'm I'm just about saturated right now. Look who's still in town. It's the Quig. There says the Spirit Safe. Wow, what brought you back there, Spirit Safe? This is cool. Cool to have you back with us. And good morning. Sup, Sriracha? What you drinking? Hey, Safe. Hey, Sneerson. And I had a few beers earlier and 4 or 5 drams, says Ace. Way to go. A few cheap rye, says Ace. And Spirit says, Safe says, I got sick of studying. I would get sick of studying too. I'm too fucking old to study. Oh, I don't want to study no more. I did that back when I was a kid. I've had enough of that. But if you want to become a lawyer and join the bar for yeah, I'd hire you right away. If you're doing personal injury and traffic, I'd hire you right away. Because I've been getting fucked over by bullshitters who are trying to collect on insurance by running their bicycle into my taxi. Fucking bastards. Ace says, you are a student of libation. And Spirit says, Safe says, a ringing endorsement. There you go. Now you know. Got a drink in your hand. Good. Kleinlich 14. Ah, fabulous whiskey. Kleinlich 14. I have some of that right here. It's wonderful stuff. Mm. Kleinlich 14 is great. What would you compare that to if you had a gun to your head? I've never had a gun to my head, so I wouldn't know what to compare it to. Mm, that is my Highland. Ugh, need more water to deal with that. Whoa. My Highland blend seems to be kind of mean. Every time I take a sip of it, it wants to come right back up. I don't know why that is. Maybe because I've been drinking whiskey all day. I don't know. Let's see. How long have we been on? 3 hours. Holy shit. 3 hours. Oh, excuse me. Spirit says, I would say it is better than studying the Canadian laws of evidence. Okay. No comparison. It is a very strong, imposing, dense, flavorful single malt. No, I have to go back and see what you're talking about. Huh. Hmm. Okay. Not for beginners and needs a good time in the glass. Okay. You're dead, says Ace. That's how the expression works. Brora, then, says Spirit Safe. You have to compare it with something or you die, says Sriracha Ace. Spirit Safe says, not that I can't afford Brora. No, not that I can afford Brora. No, I can't either. Laughing my fucking ass off. Um, haven't even heard of that one. Nice, says Ace. Spirit Safe says, "Oh my vision is getting all blurry here. Brera is closed. Cheapest bottles fetch $2, $2,000. Okay, $2,000. Yeah, but Brera is going to open again because Diageo is opening everything again. Everything that's been closed, Port Ellen, Brera, it's going to be open again. You know, 20 years from now, we'll be able to get 15-year-old Brera, and we'll be able to get 15-year-old Port Ellen. Gentlemen, we are living in interesting times. And the times will continue to be interesting in the next 10, 15 years. Huh. Well, I haven't even gotten to my bourbon and rye yet. I am taking my sweet freaking time with this whiskey. Wow. It's been good so far. We've got 8 people watching still after all this time. And we've been on for what? Almost 4 hours. Does it say here? Well, 3 hours it says anyway. Brewer is closed. Yeah, we know. Brewer is only cheap if you remove a few digits in the price. Yeah, take some of those zeros off the end. Yeah. Spirit Safe says, how would you know that unless you couldn't get one now? Oh, that's what Sriracha says to Spirit. Spirit Safe said, thumbing in a semi. Okay, I'm not understanding what you're talking about right now, but that's okay. That's okay. I have one excuse. It's that I'm several drams in. I am getting tired, gentlemen. I am getting. I don't know if I can keep this up. I don't know if I can have my last. Okay, I'll pour the last glass. I will do that. I will pour my bourbon and rye. There's my bourbon and rye. I will pour that. That is my bourbon and rye blend from the bourbons and ryes that I have had in the last year and a half. Infiniti bottle. That is the last Infiniti bottle of the Infiniti bottles that I will talk about on this particular video. Ugh. Wow. Put this sucker away. All right. Now that there are no more bottles to pour from, this is all I got left to drink. This is from my Highland, and this is from my bourbon and rye. Oh, horrible. I know it's grotesque and disgusting. That's what happens when you drink a lot. I'm sorry if I have offended anyone. Let's see now. 2000. Okay. Ace is saying you missed a really good ob at Food Quick. I'm sorry. I'm not perfect. I'm not capable of doing everything correctly. Spirit Safe says, I want to know what you think of the JD Gentleman Jack. I would pass on it myself, but that's just me. Sriracha says, read up a few more times. And Mose says, am I drunk or have I entered the Twilight Zone? It's a Twilight Zone, definitely. You're not drunk. You're more sober than I am. And Ace is saying, Swami likes Gentleman Jack. Well, that's his problem, I think. Just about anything Jack Daniels sucks, in my opinion, but that's just me. If you go into things like their premium ranges, like Baker's and Knob Creek, Baker's and Knob Creek are decent. They're good. But anything else, Jack Daniels, sorry, I'm getting tired and yawning and stuff. Anything else, Jack Daniels really doesn't do it for me personally. But that doesn't mean that it won't do it for you. For me, Jack Daniels, Baker's, and Knob Creek are great. But the rest of it, just my opinion. Or have I entered, the Twilight Zone? Swami likes Gentleman Jack. That's his problem, like I said. I had it so long ago that I won't even bother. There you go. Rating it. Okay. Spirit says, is that a frisbee on your bed, Quig? No, that's no. This is a not a frisbee. It's a little bigger than a frisbee. What it is a thing that I put on my stool for when I do my exercises. There's my stool. Yeah. This is my stool, and I use it for wobbling my back. And I was using the stool for putting this thing on, which is my water source. So I don't have to go and leave the room every time I need some water. It's not a frisbee. It's a wobbling thing for my back. I have to do like like this and like that and forward and backward and sideways and around and around. And it's supposed to strengthen the back muscles. And so far it works. The my chiropractor more or less gave me the thing to do that because I'm sitting all the time at my work and it's not good for me. Where are we? It's not a frisbee, no. 9 watching. Yeah, we got 9 watching. That's good. Is it the single barrel you have? There. I had the single barrel. It's long gone. Can't stop laughing, says Sriracha Ace. Spirit Safe says, I'm too drunk to study. Am I so behind it is put? Yeah, whatever. Enjoy the state of mind that you're in. That's what I do. I don't give a shit about anything else. Donna Holland. Donna Holland is here. Very good. Laughing my ass off. Ace and safe. Hello, Sneerson. Way to go, Don Holland. Thank you for joining us so late in the night. Sriracha is saying Jack Daniels is better than the rot gut bottom shelf stuff that bars hustle in cocktails. Well, I suppose so, but not by much. John Holland says, night all, bedtime. Okay. Bye, Holland, says Sriracha Ace. Yeah, that was a nice little jump in there, Don. It was good to see you, if you're still listening. Whiskey Sneerson says, went up to pour, drink, and went to bed instead. Hey, Don, if you're still there. Spirit Safe says, right, I got to go to bed. Everyone's got to go to bed. Shit. Maybe me too. Spirit Safe says, night all. And Mose says, that was quick. Good night. And Don Holland. Wow, good night. Yeah, Don just jumped in here and disappeared. Ah, Nine's still watching. Yeah, that's pretty phenomenal. Check on. Nine's still watching. Wow, that is awesome. How long have we been on? Does it say? I'm trying to look. It says 3 hours ago, but I don't know exactly how many, when, what time. It could be 3 hours and 29 and 59 minutes, almost 4 hours, or it could be 3 hours and 20 minutes. I don't know. Yeah. This is my Highland. Uh, oh, I got to drink water after that one. I don't know. It kind of burns my throat. 10 watching. Holy shit, what's going on? Give Quig a thumb up on the video, guys. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. That would be cool. That would be cool if y'all gave me a thumb up on it. I would like it a lot. I don't know how much longer I can go. I've got oh, excuse me. I'm full of gas. It's after midnight. I haven't done my Highland blend would have probably tasted better and smelled better. Actually, right now, it smells great. I'm getting fruits and floral. And just one of these that just permeates and keeps going, keeps going. Doesn't leave me alone with the fruits and floral. And I can't read what all these comments are saying right now. Give Quig a thumb up on the video. Okay. Wedding did me in. I'm sorry. I'm not contributing more. No worries, Sneerson. It's okay. The fact that you're there at all is just wonderful. And Ace is saying, you eat good at the wedding. Oh, well, there you go. Sneerson says, okay, Ace is saying, my girlfriend took me to something today. Crab Fest today at Red Lobster. Oh, I wish I had a girlfriend. I wish she could take me to Crab Fest at Red Lobster. And I wish we had a Red Lobster here in town. Guess I lost out on 3 counts there. Sneerson saying, ate way too much, overdid it on the dance floor as well. Any test at Red Lobster is good. Any fest at Red Lobster is good. Yeah, we don't have Red Lobster here. We just don't. And Mo says, night spirit safe. Well, I don't know how long I'm going to last, but I got this little done. That was my Highland. I found it a little harsher than it should have been. Now I got my bourbon and rye. This is my bourbon and rye. Caramel vanilla. Lots of caramel and vanilla. This is going to be a good way to end my night. Oh. This is going to be a good way. Let's see now. Wouldn't normally go to the Red Lobster, but it was pretty good today, says Ace. Sneerson says, plus the double Fittich 12. Ooh. Ace says, they always pour stuff drinks at weddings. Oh, yeah. It's no wonder you're beat. Hell, I've been drinking for about 13 hours. Oh, this is my bourbon and rye. Oh, nice. So, high rye content. High rye content. It has a beautiful nose. Oh, nice. What are you guys saying? Poor stiff drinks at weddings. It's no wonder you're beat. It's always best if the guests are happy. Whiskey sneers and says, "Did you record vids today?" I record vids last night. I put 3 more up to be going up. Ace is saying to me, "You ever drink so much that the next day you feel like you lost a few brain cells, kind of out of it for another 36 hours or so? Hungover or and brain dead?" No, I will go to sleep for between 6 and 8 hours. And when I wake up, I will be just fine. But that's because I drink a lot of water. I drink enough water to offset the alcohol so that I don't have a hangover. I never have hangovers, they just don't happen. I've been drinking all afternoon and evening, but I will not have a hangover when I wake up just because of all the water I have had with my whiskey. Um, yeah, just drink enough water with your whiskey, and you'll never have a problem. Um, Hydration. Yes, hydration. Occasionally, the next day, I felt like I lost a boxing match or something. It doesn't usually happen, though. Well, that's good that it doesn't usually happen. To me, it's just keep hydrated enough that I don't get sick and I don't get uh, hungover. Sneerson is saying if I really overdo it, which is rare, I pay for it. Usually have not kept up with the hydration. I always keep up with the hydration. Very important. Every dram like this requires a full glass of water like this. And that's what keeps me going. Okay, frequently I need to piss, but this keeps me going. Let's see now. Uh, Mo says only if your watch could keep track of your hydration. I'm not wearing a watch. You can see that. Sriracha says it's usually after I've mixed a couple different types of booze and then didn't drink enough water. Yeah, that would do it. I'm not going to last very long, guys. I'm getting sleepy. I really am getting sleepy. Not only am I have had a lot to drink, but I'm getting sleepy. Mm. Classic bourbon, by the way. Brown sugar and cherries. Oh, nice. Sriracha says hasn't slept much in the last few days either. Uh, it's getting to that point where I'm almost done. We've got 6 people watching now. We got Mo saying, I have an idea. What about a bell to ring for last call? Uh, I don't know. You know, I think I just want to go to sleep right now. I'm burnt out, and I have had a lot to drink, and you could say that I am quite inebriated at the moment, seeing as it is 12:35 or something like that in the morning. 12:36. You know what, guys? I would love to hang out. Quig could just tap his glass with a spoon. There you go. I have tapped my glass with a spoon. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. 7 watching. Yeah, it's dwindling, and I've kind of had enough. So I'm gonna go to bed right now because my bed is right here. So it's been great. It's been fine. It's been a blast. I have done the second part of my Infiniti bottles for you all, and yeah. Uh, ein Prosit, Nastravia, Slancheva, and cheers. How do I shut this fucking thing off? I mean, there must be a way to do so. Oh, yeah. Let me find it. Let me find it. It's got to be somewhere. Is that it? No. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, I hate this having a whole bunch of things on here. Oh, I've got too many. Shit. I don't know how to turn this off. I know what I'll do. I'll just do this. I'll just do Chrome and quit Google Chrome. That'll work.